some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
Good morning, YouTube. How we doing this morning? As usual, Captain MC screwed up. I had 2 lives set for the same day, and I just realized it, so I rescheduled one of them. So hopefully you guys will see it and meet me on the right side. Right now I'm in the back making me a morning cup of coffee. I got blessed with the shipper called me early. I was getting up and getting ready for my morning talk with you with my peeps. I was getting up to get ready for my morning talk, my morning dedication, my morning foolishness, my morning my morning, you know what I'm doing. My morning drama. My morning everything. You know, you guys, man, I wouldn't, well, I say it like this, you guys give me a purpose, and I appreciate it. You know, when you're out here and you're just trying to get to the next job, it's fun to have a purpose. Well, I got to get up. I got to talk to 2 people this morning on YouTube. I got to say good morning to 2 whole people on YouTube, but 2 moderators. Hey, appreciate you. You know, ladies, when you give a man purpose, it's more than gold. When you give a man purpose, when he's got a reason to want to get up, he's got a reason to want to go to work, he's got a reason. It's like gold, man. It's not about what, I want to get the bag and I want to get this and I want to get that. But you give a man, you find out, every man is different, but you give him purpose. You know, some like the farm, some like to work on cars, I like working on small engines. I just ain't really had time lately in the money situation. But some of us, you give us purpose and we just go and run with it and have fun with it. This April is going to be 10 years of me living my life, and I've never been more happy and never wanted to ever look back. I'm probably going to be real emotional that day, you know. I should be emotional on March 11th. No, it's November 11th when the accident happened. But yeah, I'm always there. But it's just, again, still having fun. Let's see who's in the comments. What's going on, Mike? I think associate ministers on the other. He might be on the other one. The other live that I had to switch. Uh, I look, I was like, wait a minute, that says start at 6 o'clock too. What the heck? you know? Uh, I was talking about the neighbors yesterday, and the wife came, and I looked in the camera. I said the fence post in my yard. I said, when you get home, throw it back in their yard. And if I come home again and it's back in my yard, it's going in the garbage. They don't realize they don't make that fence post no more. Those type of fences. So it's up to them. I don't care. I'm not trying to start nothing because I got stuff hidden behind that wall that only they can see. And I'm not trying to start nothing because they'll tell the association yada yada yada. Now we got neighbor wars. I don't want. I don't need. I don't care. I don't appreciate the fact of neighbor wars. I don't want it, but it is what it is. I'm up early. Mike, you never sleep. I looked to see you up yesterday afternoon. I was like, well, when this man sleep? You a night owl. Now you know what I'm gonna do, Mike? It's gonna take a while because I'm paying for the roof we had, but we're paying off this other bill. It's gonna be another year and a half. Once we pay that off, and then the wife's gonna be helping me pay off the roof. Once we start paying off the roof, I'm going to get a new fence done. My fence. I don't want it to encumber the whole house, but it's like a giant, like opposite L. It's like a giant opposite L, where you see that it goes straight that way and then across the back. And I just want a new wooden fence. I can't do it the same one. I want a new wooden fence just to cover up those old rickety fence. I'm not gonna enclose my backyard. I like it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? I like it the way it is. But I just want to cover that mess up. And but things happen. I got a bad tree in my yard anyway. I need to get taken down, but everything gotta wait. Nobody got money like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got money like that. Let me know if I sound like I'm crackling. I don't know how I can fix that. But when I check the videos, I always hear like a crackling sound. And this earpiece is brand new. I don't know why it's doing that. But give me a 1. 7-2. Gotcha. Gotcha. I just, I was surprised. I slept yesterday without nothing to make me go to sleep. A lot of times I gotta. It's a bit tingy. Let me see. We roll up the windows. See if that does anything. Mike has bass. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta get a better setup. But Why do you have a setup in an 18-wheeler with a phone? I gotta get my phone replaced because I started seeing um YouTube images burnt into the bottom of the phone. Oh, so I'm looking at me getting the phone, phone replaced. I got YouTube images burnt into the bottom of the phone. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, gotcha. Cause like I said, I'm talking to y'all like you're here, and I'm not realizing. One, you don't realize. I wish I could shoot the noise that actually is in here. There's a lot of noise, and that's it's hard to get rid of. But yeah, it is what it is. I at least know I got one damaged box. It's some kind of pita crackers or something. I'm trying to figure out how much cheeses does Publix sell, because I got more cheese. I got another load of Cheez-Its. You know, I got another load of Cheez-Its, and when I opened up the bag, there's a lot of damaged goods. But hey, it is what it is. You know, no, nothing we could do about it, brother. Nothing we could do about it. All right, might as well get started. I might have to move this closer to me, so let's do this, so you don't see my face that close to the camera. Okay. I want to talk about this. Hey, something new. We got something new. Uh, Hold on, banners. Let's get rid of that. Taco Tuesday is a tradition in many U.S. cities where people eat tacos or Tex-Mex dishes on Tuesday nights. Restaurants often offer special prices such as $2 fish tacos, and some grocery stores offer discounts on taco ingredients. Taco Tuesdays is similar to happy hour, with restaurants varying in other participation hours and specials. It's popular in many big cities in Southern California, beaches, cities, and also celebrated in other city English-speaking countries like Canada, UK, and Australia. Okay. The term Taco Tuesday originated when a Taco John's restaurant owner created the phrase Taco Tuesday to advertise a deal of 99 cents for two tacos on their slowest day of the week. The deal was so successful that the owner shared it with other franchises and the other and with other franchises, and the name was eventually changed to Taco Tuesday. Taco John's trademark Taco John's trademarked the phrase in 1989 and has since cease and desist, therefore, to others who try to use it. However, some say the phrase was actually used earlier by other restaurants such as Snow White Drive in Rapid City, South Dakota in 1973, and Martini's in Manhattan, Kansas in 1975. Yeah, you can show how blind I am, guys. But well, it's funny how Taco Tuesday has become such a such an iconic um such an iconic thing It's such an iconic thing, but we don't want to acknowledge where it came from. We don't want to acknowledge the people that these ideas came from. We don't want to acknowledge the presence of Mexican influence in in our country, in our country's existence, in our food. You see all of these videos. You see all these videos of people. Every time you see someone that looks Mexican, are you an American? Are you a legal citizen? Are you this or you're that? And they're treated like dirt, and you know, it's so appalling. It's so appalling. But then we want to go to these Mexican restaurants and eat the food, but you don't like the people that are serving it to you, and you don't realize, oh, they're taking all of our jobs. These are jobs that you don't want to do. Is nobody in the the echo of my voice wants to get on top of a roof and change a roof. One, is dangerous as all get out. Two, it's such hard work. But these hard-working people, and I'm going to say it like it is. It's not immigrants. A lot of them, some of them, and a lot of them are illegal immigrants. They're illegals. That's not popular to say. A lot of these people are not even Mexican. They come from south of Mexico. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you walk across a freaking country, man, there needs to be some kind of pathway to citizenship. If you walk across if you're from Honduras or some old crazy thing south of Mexico, and you walk across the whole country with your family, that should be an automatic. We need to figure out how to make you an American. But a lot of times, people are treated with such disrespect, and I mean, in other countries, it's different ethnicities. In Europe, it's people that are fleeing from war-torn countries in Africa. It's it's just freaking ridiculous. And in Florida, DeSantis, hey Mike, if your AC's freezing up, the AC's done. Same thing happened to my AC. It's done. If it's freezing up, mine was actually the pipe out of my AC was freezing up in the wall. I could see it right below my TV, and it's done. You need to get that replaced. But in Florida, DeSantis, well, if you get caught with helping illegals and all of this other stuff, if you get caught, we're going to do this and we're going to do that to you. You don't realize that illegals fund so many industries that is ridiculous, because they're looking for the lower paying population to build this stuff, and they're being taken advantage of, but they overrun certain areas, and one of them is the new home industry in Florida. When that law passed, you see all them people take off, they were gone. All of them they packed up and left the state, and nothing could get built. There was construction sites everywhere, empty. Empty. It just straight up empty. But then again, you know, it's like a rallying call. It's all a certain group of people's fault, when the fault should be going under these big corporations, these bigger companies. Well, nobody else wants to do it. Well, nobody else wants to drive a truck, but I'm out here driving it. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do this, but hey, look, my runs kind of slowed down, but I got to make it through. I got $1,000, no, like $1,600 in medical bills. Got to pay, and it's going to get astronomical in a month when I go and get this operation. But I got to pay it. Got to figure it out. But we got to learn. We got to learn how to get along. Now, I was talking about it yesterday with my neighbors. I'm just trying to get along with my neighbors. I made the effort. I'm not going to be bigoted because you're this ethnicity or you're this ethnicity. I was just trying to be nice. But if you don't want to be nice to me, I'm not going to be nice to you. But I'm not going to use your ethnicity to be pissed off. You're just not a nice person to me. You know what I'm saying? You're just not a nice person. But it's just crazy how, we have these companies that, like Taco Bell. That's got to be the most horrific taco I ever had. You don't know what you don't know what it feels like to have a real Mexican taco until you get closer to like South Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, where you have the taco trucks or the taco stands where folks are making you got the old auntie or old grandma that's sitting there, little short lady with the soft taco, and uh, and they put that little green sauce on there with some cilantro, and you like, hold up. And it's not even a big taco. It's about that small. Oh Lord Jesus. And they call them street tacos. Man, when I head to Laredo, Texas and stuff, my gosh. My gosh. You don't know what you're missing. And I give props to the fact that there is ethnic food that we as Americans try to snatch from them. That's why, like, when you eat Tex-Mex, that's a mixture of American / Mexican, and you're not understanding what what's that entails, but I think, and I love it when I get close to the border and the food. Oh my gosh! And you see the difference in the the white Mexican cheese, and oh my, no, I'm getting hungry because I'm on a diet right now. You know, the Chinese food we eat might is not even Chinese food. That's American Chinese food. Everything is sweet. Everything's got it's all sweet and whatnot, and it's it's. I'm trying to figure out the right word to say, and we wonder why we were full of diabetes and stuff like that. And you don't realize, I went to a fish place, and my yard is in the hood. Most trucking company um, terminals are in the hood because the price of land is so low that they can afford it. We actually have a 7,000 volt electric fence surrounding the property, so you'll get the crap shocked out of you. But a lot of the other ethnic groups learned that they can make money off of us in our areas. Oh, I can believe that, and I can believe that. Well, you think they said they said they were saying that COVID came from people eating bats. I honestly, I delivered at one. Hey, good morning, Kenneth. I delivered at one uh, place in Brooklyn. The scariest delivery I ever did, because trying to navigate New York City is unbelievably scary. And I remember I delivered to a Chinese wholesale facility where literally I was sticking halfway out into the street. But the money that they make off of us is unbelievable. The money they make off of Americans, they send their kids to school, they retire. Um, there's a Chinese food place. It was Dave's China Garden, and I forgot what the other one was. And it just stayed in the family. Um, I remember that there was honor amongst thieves in those days, because the Chinese food place was in the hood. You didn't mess with Dave and his family. You didn't even sell drugs in their takeout restaurant. You didn't do none of that. You didn't treat those people with disrespect. They were part of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? You said you had nightmares for weeks, huh? Oh, Jesus. Some of the stuff I see, you know, some of the stuff I seen in America, and some of these places that I used to be in the restaurant business. Some of the stuff I seen behind the house, behind the lines, the food that they serve in high-end restaurants to you guys, in regular restaurants to you guys. You know what I'm saying? It, it, That's why a lot of times honestly, I try not to eat out. I'm just being honest. Um, I try not to eat out. But uh, there's some stuff like they use chocolate in it. I haven't had it yet, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that's. I haven't had it yet. Um, I remember last time the first time we cruised to Mexico, we we had some food in we we had some food at this one restaurant. You just really have to, when you're eating ethnic food, you have to have an open mind. I think that's the best way to say it. Um, but you also have to figure out what's going on. A lot of times they'll use. I don't know. You guys ever see this? There's a guy. He's either on YouTube or a TikTok, and his whole thing is Indian food, and he's so not nice. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm trying to be polite, and he's cussing and they're showing what these people, the folks, are doing, and he's checking them left and right, and all you can do is laugh, but he's so true to what he's saying, and if you're not, what I learned is you have to have a certain amount of bacteria for the area of the country, area of the world that you're living in, that can handle that. Because that's usually what happens. That you wind up eating something from one of these places, and it just goes straight through you. I guess that's the best way best way I can say it. Um, but I had to learn. I had to learn. I remember when, and the reason I say it like this, I had to say it like this. I used to install satellite dishes, and I went into a lot of Mexican apartments and Mexican homes, and I mean on other ethnicities. But I remember reading one thing that the woman had on her wall. It was a it turns out what it was it was a diploma. It was a nursing diploma, and this is what changed my mind. It was a nursing diploma, but it was from a university in Mexico. The lady was illegal. She was an illegal immigrant, but she was actually a nurse. Couldn't get a job in the United States because she's illegal, but she was actually a nurse. And when I started seeing that, is some people, a lot of people are looking for a better life. Wherever they came from is that horrific that they would walk through deserts and walk through mountain ranges and walk across countries to get to a better life. Think about that when you're looking to be bigoted. Think about that when you're trying to be prejudiced and mean. You know, instead of just saying someone's illegal, how about come up with an idea to help? idea not just to close the borders, because we're so quick to just close the borders. People are suffering. Find out a way to help. Come up with some ideas to help. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of countries don't want, these European countries, cruisers and tourists are sitting there. I wish you would. I'd be laughing because the people are sitting there having coffee or having whatever, and people are coming and spraying them with water guns. I offer, hey, could you go? I'd like to order a pitcher of beer or a pitcher of whatever, and I just sit there and you keep on spraying. As soon as that pitcher came, I'm dousing all y'all. So you did it to me, I'm doing it back. And then I'll say, don't worry about it, I'll never come back. But we need to see a lot of these countries, they're figuring out ways to make it better for their people. Yeah, you got borders, but we just say, yeah, close the border. But half of our border is nothing but desert. Exactly. From an unfair war. What there's got to be. I don't have the answer, but there's got to be an answer out there. There's got to be an answer out there. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be an answer out there. We have instead of living on hate and rallying on hate, there's got to be a better push. There's got to be a better push towards something other than hate. I don't know. I wish I had the answer. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had. I don't. I wish I had the right set of circumstances. We need to do this, 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 and this. But I don't. But we'll get there and be mad, like the Mexicans across the street from where I live. I'm hating on them, and I'm not hating on them because they Mexican. I'm hating on them because, man, they got better trucks. They got better pickup trucks than me. I'm like, well, I want that truck. And I'm not hating like prejudice and bigoted. I'm like, yo, man. Because it's not safe for them to go back. And here, let me tell you, and let me tell you something stupid about Americans. We got a lot of Americans that are heading. They're actually heading south into Mexico, paying millions of dollars for apartments and homes, and don't want to assimilate into the culture. A lot of the locals they walk along the beach, mariachi bands, and play music and for tips. And the Americans that went down there, they're not even citizens of Mexico or citizens of that state, citizens of that city, and they're complaining to the government that they're making all this racket and everything else, and you're coming down and they go down to all inclusive uh, um, hotels and resorts, and these people are walking down the beach trying to make a living, selling this and selling that, and doing this and doing that. And you're complaining about it, but you're the one that came to this country. Same thing like you go to the they come into the United States. Some are staying in Mexico and making do with their life. And they're getting frustrated saying, hey, it's expensive in the United States, but over here now it's going up because illegals from the United States are coming over into Mexico. And we're bringing the mentality of the United States over here and complaining about Mexican music. But you're in Mexico. You're complaining about Mexican music in Mexico? How stupid does that sound? I remember we had went to Morning Presbyterian Garden. I remember we went to Costa Rica. Specific beach. Wife wanted to go there. I didn't want to go there. I knew what was going to happen. The locals are selling. They don't know what the word no is. I still was polite as no, no, thank you, no, no, no. Guy kept on circling around. No, thank you, no, nope, nope, no, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Being polite. I'm in their country. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm visiting. I'm a tourist. I don't want it. If I want something, I'll buy it. But you got to understand, folks are they're trying to make something. They're trying to do something. They're trying to survive. I remember we had these pina coladas, and the lady, I got it on video. It's one of my older videos. The lady was making a pina colada, and she had a gallon container, a bleach container. But I knew, because I use bleach all the time, that and she poured it into the mix. Normal idiots would have said, what are you doing? But I looked, because I ain't drinking yet. I looked and looked at the consistency. Normal bleach is a little thicker than how that water came out of there, and it's a little like slight golden tint to it. And I nudged my partner, and I said, that's water. And he's that's water. And see, you got to realize, in an emergency, a cap full of bleach is not bleach. Number, it's a derivative of chlorine. It ain't gonna hurt you. I mean, it's just clean. It's gonna clean the water. You know what I mean? But when you're traveling, you have to have an open mind. And again, it has nothing to do with your ethnicity. If you're just not a nice person, you're not a nice person. That's my opinion. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, this is what I'm saying. You see the stupidity of Americans? Oh man, we have American tourists complaining because we play Turkish music. You see how stupid? And that's why we get that name Karen and Ken. You in Turkey. That's what you go ahead. That's what you go ahead. I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure out where No, I know where it comes from. It comes from with the systemic racism. But you're talking about in Spain, the motherland of Spanish speaking folks. You know what I'm saying? Really? Good morning, Fisher J. How you doing? Yeah, thank you. You will complain about it. Look, you complain about the mariachi band, but you want to go to the. Oh no! Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You going to Mexico? And it's just like everybody say. Black folks, we like watermelon and chicken. Mexicans, they love them jalapenos. They love spicy food. Mexico, people that are tourists are traveling to Mexico, the food's too spicy. Listen here, bland man. Listen here, bland lady. You in Mexico? Of course it's gonna be spicy. Just say, hey, look, I need some extra water. I need some extra cerveza. I need an extra margarita to wash this down. Of course it's gonna be spicy, you idiot. They, they literally said they had to throw away tons of food because Americans are complaining that it's too spicy. That's why you got the corny Tex-Mex and the corny El Blando. Yeah. Oh, it has more than salt and pepper in it. Really? Really? Oh my lord. And then we wonder why nobody likes us as a country. I'm just saying. We wonder why nobody likes us as a country. That's the amazement of what, you know, yeah, this. Well, you even mentioned one thing. They said they take. You said in Turkey they take. In Turkey they chop up this meat and they chop it up and chop it up and chop it up and chop it up. And you said they do something else to it, and that's supposed to cook it. But you said it ain't cooked. I remember you had said that, and you said your husband's been trying to get you to eat that for years. She said I'm not eating that. And you know what? Here's the thing, and I don't know, and it's with all races and all ages nowadays. So it's not just it's not just circle the one. The kids are running the insane asylum. The children are running the insane asylum. You got a mother that's making this for what this kid, this for this kid, this for this kid, this for this kid. When I grew up, if it was put on that plate, you better eat it. You ain't leaving that table till you eat that food. And if you didn't eat that food, you're gonna starve. And go ahead, call the police on me. I'll put my foot in your behind till they get here. And then when they get here, I'll have your bags packed and you can go with them. You can go with DCI, whatever. You know, with this notion that I'm not eating that. Okay, don't eat then. Starve. I've had some had some Indian food that was scary as all get out, just looking at it. But when you ate it, it actually was good. Look, you know what? It took years because I have finally asked my mother. All we had in our house in my teenage years was lima beans and rice. We was middle class African American family. I said, why? That's all we had. Because he said your father had no back teeth, so we couldn't eat nothing else but something soft so he could eat. I remember I would go to. I worked at Burger King. I worked at Burger King, and at Burger King in them days, they would put a certain amount of food out under the lights or whatever, and after I think it's like 5 or 10 minutes, you had to throw it out. And instead of me throwing out like a Whopper or a chicken sandwich, I would look and see if anybody was looking, put it in my pocket, go into the men's room, and shove it in my mouth and engulf, engulf it. So I wasn't working at Burger King to make money. I was working at Burger King to eat a meal other than lima beans. Other than lima beans, guys. It was hilarious, you know. You can't do that. No, oh, that's abuse. Well, I mean, such poor great chicken was bad 5 minutes after cooking. Mike. Oh, you just turned my stomach. You oh. You know, I don't know. Exactly. And I could tell, you can always tell when someone's never had nothing. I'm gonna use my wife as an example. We've got two chest freezers and two refrigerators with the freezers. They're always full. And I'm like, babe, it's just you and me. And when I'm on the road, it's just you. Why are these freezers always full? Well, we gotta have this. That's telling you something. You'd have inspectors randomly check. You know, it's just like I don't know if you ever look at the chicken, the church's chicken. That ain't chicken. That's something else. That's a mutant leg or just something. You know. Um. Back to we're talking about tacos. Taco Bell. They're saying that the meat ain't real meat or something. Yo, this food's getting scary nowadays, guys. It's getting scary. That's the best way to say it. Um, but I'm willing. I'm willing to try almost anything, but certain different parts. I'm not with the nuts, the cow nuts, and the eyeballs, and and the weird, the heart, and some of y'all were brought up eating that stuff. More power to you. I ain't with it. But I'll say this: if that's all there is to eat, and I haven't eaten in a few days, pass the hot sauce, pass the tartar sauce, pass the salt and pepper and the seasoning salt, because it's gonna get jammed on. You know what I'm saying? Official Jamie will be eating some crazy stuff. Chicken feet with beans and soup, and then I'll be like, Lord, 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 and I'm not being mean. I'm going, Lord, and all right, here I can have a nice day, Lord, and I'm like, okay. Wait, hold on. I worked in the butcher department in the store years ago, and when the meat is a bit off, we were told to spice it heavily and sell it as ready marinated meat. So I never spiced. I never buy spiced meat. Yeah, yeah. Same thing in restaurants. I quit one job because I reheated this macaroni. It came out black. It was so sour, and he said put some sauce on. I'm not putting sauce on that, and I'm like, that's nasty. And I left. I quit. You know. Good morning, Frugal. And see, a lot of folks, we you know, we have these words, we have these phrases, like again, Taco Tuesday. Certain places you would need that I would think was delicious. In certain places, I wouldn't eat that, and you would say this delicious. It's how we were all brought up, don't you think? It's how we were all brought up. Let's see here. You know, we have to watch. Mike had said it was the grade of the food. Well, I'll put it this way: unless you brought that chicken up, the grade of these chickens are low right now. A chicken ain't supposed to be this fat in like 6 to 8 weeks, like they chicken out. These chickens are bred that they with they and they let them live in the dark. I drive by chicken houses all the time, and they we open up the windows. A lot of them they do not have windows, and the chickens they grow so quickly that they can't even stand up. That makes you afraid to eat that mess. If you ever been around a cow, you'd be afraid to have a hamburger. And I'm not a vegan. I like meat. I'll be like, okay, well, I stopped eating. Hopefully, I don't remember none of this mess. And you wonder why our children, 12 and 13 years old, look like grown behind women. They look like grown behind women. It's from the growth hormones. It's from the growth hormones. Yeah. Yep. It's a scary day and age. I'm just being. It's a scary day and age. Like, oh my God. It's like, look, I get paid. I get paid to deliver junk food. I was excited. I used to get excited when I have damage. I'm like, uh, like this load, Publix, they always screw this load up. I'm gonna have damaged Cheez-Its and pita crackers and all this other stuff. Why couldn't they have a damaged case of broccoli, a damaged case of carrots, or a damaged case of cauliflower or potatoes, or a damaged case of oranges or something. I'm just saying. Of course they're bad for us. That's why a lot of people are dying from cancer and dying from this and dying from that. That's why 90% of the food in the United States cannot be imported to other countries. You got people in other countries that eat rice all day long and eat just a small bit of beef all day long, or beef, some chicken, or live in the desert, or live in the mountains, and they're like 110 years old, but I can't get past 40. Yeah, I know they do it everywhere, but we get you know we on the high, we in the high end spotlight, I guess. Yeah, we're on the we're on the spotlight, the United States. But that is, um like I got this pack of I'm gonna have it for breakfast because it's cheap. I gotta go the route. A pack of hot dogs that's pork, chicken, and whatever mixed. Tons of sodium, and that's gonna be my breakfast because I pay $1.25 for the pack. That ain't good for me either. But right now I'm low on money. uh, yeah, everybody think unless you're growing your own vegetables, like a good amount of people in our group, our area, unless you're growing amount, um, the vegetables that you get in the store are not they're not good for you either. They got all kind of chemicals and stuff on it. Yeah, exactly. That I believe. Don't have the original tomato. We don't have the original plants. I wonder if there's some place in the mountains in some country in Europe. I think it's in Europe that it has all of. It's a vault that has all of the seeds. Come on, Irvin. There's a vault that has all of the seeds of all the plants in. I think in the world or something like that. I wonder if the original seeds are sitting in that vault. You know. That's just something to think about. I've been I'm starting to become a conspiracy theorist because look at it this way: if I can take all the seeds out of a plant and keep on propagating it, you got to keep coming back to me instead of making your own seeds. It's getting your own seeds from your own plants. You got to come back to me. So I'm going to keep on doing that. It's like the yellow banana that we have. I seen that on it was on a thing. The yellow banana that we have now is not the original banana, but it's the banana that the world wants because it's yellow. They said there are better tasting bananas that are actually green, but nobody wants a green banana. If it tastes like a banana, I'm gonna eat it. But that banana worldwide has a disease that's killing off like 40 or 50% of the crop. When they find it, they have to burn the crop. That's crazy. Yeah, you talk about that. Oh yeah. You're talking about that place. I seen that too. I seen that someone was talking about that. Yeah, yeah. That's why they keep seeds there. Yeah. Guys, if you've ever seen the boat, one of the boats that brings the bananas into the United States from South America, Dole or whatever, if you ever seen that boat, you would never eat a banana again. Those boats that bring the bananas into port, I literally picked up, I used to do that. It would scare the bejesus. It looks like a ghost ship. It literally looks like and if that's what the outside looks like, guess what the inside looks like? If you know what the outside looks like, guess what the inside looks like? Yeah, the bananas we have now, that's a hybrid. And tell me that ain't scary, you know? That's very scary. That's very scary. I love that little commercial. I'd be on there experimenting, having a good old time with Canva and these other uh, free companies. It just makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable to get out here and do that stuff. Yeah, and the banana. Some of this stuff that we're eating nowadays has lost the original flavor. because man has man has manipulated and destroyed, and man has manipulated and destroyed. And you know what? You don't even know how old that whatever you just had is. You don't know how old that is. I don't know how old whatever I get in this truck to deliver to somebody. I don't know how old it is. Nothing's fresh anymore. Nothing is fresh. Yeah, pork is the new white meat or some crap like that. Nothing is fresh. And you know, if you tell somebody it's okay over and over and over, we're so stupid we'll eventually believe it and not do any homework. Do you know the seasonings that you get? They're more potent. The seasonings like thyme, oregano, um, you know, cayenne pepper, black pepper, garlic powder. You know, have you ever noticed that certain garlic powders or certain things taste better? You know why? It's because the older they get, they lose their potency. The older they get, they lose their potency. Let's see, trying desperately to get the original taste. Yeah, yeah. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Oops, I got you, Mike. I got you. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. We was all over the place today. No apologies. We just having a good conversation instead of me just driving and flapping off of the gums. We had a decent conversation. Coming up next is Wellness with Frugal Mama. Get your work on. Get your work on, y'all. You know, as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you. We love you here at this channel. And if you don't think God loves you, He loves you too. Y'all be blessed and have a blessed day. Y'all, let's show Frugal Mama some love.